Okay, today we're going to talk about relations and functions and how domain and range are related to those. This comes right from our textbook, this definition of a relation. And a relation is just a pairing of numbers in one set, which is called a domain, with numbers in another set called the range. And a relation is often represented as sets of ordered pairs, x, y, where the domain is a set of x values and the range is the set of y values. So a relation is just any pairing of numbers, pretty much. And a function is a special type of relation. And it's a special type of relation in which each value in the domain is paired with exactly one value in the range, meaning that there's can't be a value in the domain that's paired with more than one value in the range. So next we're going to look at domain and range of sets of ordered pairs. So, for example, cut that out of there. For example, in 1a, we have a set of four ordered pairs in which the domain is going to be just a set of ordered pairs, and we set that aside or set that off with braces. Okay, so all the x values then for the domain are -2, 0, 4, and 5. So that is the domain, and the range of this relation is the set of y values, 0.5. 2.5, 6.5, and again 2.5, but that's already listed, so we don't have to list it again. If an element is already listed, you don't have to list it again. So our domain has 4 values in it, and our range has 3 values in it. And to determine whether something is a function or not, all you have to do is check to see if there's an x value that occurs more than once. In this case, no x value occurs more than once, so therefore this value, or this, is a function. Okay. Now in the second one, the domain is again just a list of x values, and again I'm a little bit fussy. I'll list them in numerical order. You don't necessarily need to. Some teachers are a little bit picky like that, as long as you understand that the domain is a set of x values. So I'm going to start with 4, 5, and 6. And I know 6 occurs twice, but we don't have to list it twice in the domain. And our range, let's see, we start with 3, then 4, then 5, and finally 8. Now, to determine whether this is a function or not, we look at the x values, and we see that the x value of 6 occurs twice. And you'll notice that 6 is paired with 5 in this ordered pair and 4 in this ordered pair. Since there is an element of the domain which is paired with more than one value in the range, this one is not a function. Now we move down to C, where again the domain, all we're going to do is list the x-coordinate. And again, being a little picky, I'll start with the smallest, which is 4.2, 5, and 7. Now on a quiz or a test, if you just have, say, 5, 4.2, and 7, that will be fine. Order will not matter on a quiz or a test. I often just like to put them in numerical order. Now for the range of this relation is just a set of y values. And starting with 0, then 1.5, then 2.2, then 4.8. And once again, just like in example B, we see that 4.2 is an x-coordinate that occurs twice. And in each of those ordered pairs, it's paired with a different value. Here it's paired with 1.5, here it's paired with 0. So therefore, this relation is not a function. And finally, in D, the domain in D, again, just a list of the x-coordinates. And again, the smallest one is -2, then -1, 4, and 7. And the range is a list of y values, again, grouped with braces. So -7 comes first if we're doing it in numerical order. -4, 1, and 2. And this one, we see that there is no x-coordinate that occurs more than once. So therefore, this is a function. Okay. And in the next video, we're going to discuss how we can tell whether graphs are functions or not.